In this video, I'm gonna talk about how I went from $0 to $48,000 a month in net profit with network marketing, the complete no BS truth. I'll be going over 4 key pillars of how I went and did that in less than 24 months. The first key pillar is a winning product and a winning company. Now the key is you wanna find a product that 1, solves a massive problem. Number 2, a product that cannot be copied. Ideally, you want something that not only solves a big problem, but a problem that the customer cannot find anywhere else. So a lot of times in network marketing, you're coming across a product that you can buy anywhere. Cosmetics, gut health supplements, essential oils, whatever they might be. Now, those are all great products and great companies, don't get me wrong. However, the customer can go ahead and find that product anywhere. They can go on Amazon, they can find a generic version of that product, in most cases, for much cheaper. I went ahead and found a product that, for one, not only solved a massive problem, in particular this problem that our product solves is things like diabetes, weight loss, cholesterol, blood pressure, some of the biggest problems in the world today, but does it in a natural solution, and we're the only ones that actually can manufacture it. Not only that, we don't actually manufacture it in a third-party facility off of Alibaba or Temu or a third-party private label company. We actually make it ourselves. So when I saw that there was a big problem that was going to be solved, when I saw that there was a proprietary product, meaning we're the only ones that could make it, you have a winning product. On the other hand of that pillar, you have a winning company. Ideally, you want a company that's not brand new and not too old. You want a company that has already been proven in other markets. You want a company that has got solid leadership. Ideally is privately owned. Ideally is owned by one owner that has no outside investors, that has no shareholders, that has no debt. When you find a company with those metrics, you're gonna find a company that's gonna, 1, be around for the long term. 2, they're gonna make the right decisions for the distributors of that company because they're not being influenced by shareholders or stock prices or investors or any of those things that take control from the company outside. The company I found not only created an incredible product, but their ownership is actually owned by a previous distributor, meaning the leadership of the company is actually in the mindset of a distributor. Not only that, they have 0 debt. They have 0 outside investors. They've been around about 30, 40 years, meaning they're old enough to stand the test of time, but they're new enough where, yes, they're not popular or household yet. We're ahead of the curve on that. They've been proven in other markets. So when I saw the combination of a winning product, a proprietary product that solves a problem with fantastic leadership, no debt, no outside investors, I knew I had something here that was the winner. The second pillar is go fast. See, when you're starting your network marketing business or any business, you almost want to think of it as you're taking off like an airplane. An airplane needs to put that thrust all the way through, all the way to the maximum setting for it to take off. Now, if you're starting your business or you're relaunching your business, or maybe you've been in network marketing for a little while and you're looking for the next place, wherever you decide to go next, or if you're going to relaunch, go fast. Go as fast as you can, meaning talk to every single person. And you don't need to be the most skilled person. Jim Rohn had an incredible quote, somebody that you guys have definitely heard of if you're in network marketing or in entrepreneurship in general. Jim Rohn had this wonderful quote, make up in volume what you lack in skill. So I'm gonna say that again. Make up in volume what you lack in skill, meaning the law of averages starts to happen. If I talk to 100 people, there's no way that at least one of them, or 2 of them, or 5 of them will not say yes. You're gonna have a guaranteed at least 1 out of 100, 1%, right, success rate come out of you speaking to 100 people. The most unskilled person can make up in volume what they lack in skill. That means when I speak to the next 100 people, I know that second group of 100 people that I talk to, I'll have another 1 in that 100. What's gonna start to happen is that second group, you're gonna get a little bit better. Your 200th or your 150th or 130th conversation is gonna sound a lot better than your first conversation and your 10th conversation. What that means is your average will start to improve, Meaning that second group, you're probably getting closer to probably 5 out of that 100, or maybe 10 out of that 100. So now, if I speak to 1,000 people in 2025, and I can get comfortably a 10% conversion rate, whether that's a new customer, a new frontline recruit, whatever it is, you'll know that 1,000 people that I speak to in 2025, I'll have 100 new people in my business, in my organization. So pillar number 2, go fast, speak to everybody you know, and make up in volume what you lack in skill. Pillar number 3, become independent ASAP. Meaning, yes, when you're new or you're starting to get going, you're looking left, you're looking right, you're looking up at your sponsorship, your line of sponsorship, you're looking down at your team, and you're depending in some cases on other people to fill in the gaps and grow your business. When I was getting started, I was looking up my line of sponsorship. I was looking for them to do presentations. I was looking to them to train my team. I was looking to them to do everything for me, which in the beginning, they were happy to do. They were happy to do my first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 presentations, customer phone calls, training sessions, onboardings, what have you. And what they did for me was a gift. There was a point where they said, you know what? We've done a few of these for you. We're not doing any more for you. We're gonna cut you off. And they let me off the hook. And they said, you know what? You go do this on your own. You're more than qualified to do this. You've seen it several times. Go do it on your own. Go take the training wheels off and go ride the bike. And at the beginning, I was like, wow, they don't want to help me, right? What they were doing was they were actually giving me a gift. They're giving me the gift of independence. And if this is happening to you in your business, your leader's doing a good thing. So you want to become independent as soon as possible. You want to know how to do every single thing in your business on your own. You want to become a sovereign individual who can present, who can invite, who can have a conversation, who can train, who can onboard, who can do every single skill set that's required to become successful. And when that starts to happen, you don't look up, you don't look down, you don't look left, you don't look right, you only look in the mirror, you look back at yourself, because you are the only problem in your business and you are the only solution in your business. And when I became fully independent, 1, I was in the driver's seat of my success. 2, this business, network marketing, is not a sales business. It's not a management business. It is a leadership business. And how do you lead? You lead by example. So I decided and I chose that I'm going to be the best leader in my organization. I'm going to be the best leader in my team. Ideally, as my team develops, they're going to be looking at me for the example of what speed to go to, how to present, how to invite, how to have a conversation. If I'm doing what I need to be doing as a leader and I'm setting the tone and the example, my team will follow suit. And that's what I noticed starting to happen. So get independent as soon as possible. Learn every single thing that you can. Take the training wheels off and get in control. Pillar number 4, the emotional cycle of change. This is a concept that was introduced to me probably around 6 months in to my journey. It was something that I was going through blindly and not actually realizing what it meant. And wherever you are in your network marketing journey, your entrepreneurship journey, your business journey, you're 100% at one of the points in the emotional cycle of change. Now, on the screen, you're gonna see a curve. And at the beginning of that curve is something called uninformed optimism. You started your business, you started your journey in entrepreneurship, you're excited, things are going great, this is gonna be easy. You were told that this is gonna be a huge business, you're gonna make tons of money, which is true, but it's easier said than done. The second point of the emotional cycle of change is uninformed pessimism. So you're starting to go, you're running into some roadblocks, some challenges, and that curve has actually gone downwards. And then you're gonna see something called the Valley of Despair. The Valley of Despair is something that everybody goes through in every single thing that they do. Whether it's an athlete learning a sport, whether it's a chef learning a new recipe, whether it's a musician learning a new song, whether it's a dancer learning a new dance, whatever it is, everybody who does something new, embarks on a new journey, a new project, whatever it is, goes through this. And the Valley of Despair is where the work actually begins. It's the point where you got to make a decision of, you know what, I'm going to stick this thing through. I'm going to get good enough that I become undeniable in the marketplace, where people will become magnetic to me. I will become a magnet and attract the right people. And so you have a choice when you're in the valley of despair. You have a choice of one, you quit, which is now called the doom loop, because you're just gonna go quit and start back at uninformed optimism in another place. After that, you have something called informed pessimism, meaning you're now accepted reality. You've accepted that, hold on, this is gonna require some sacrifice, some hard work, some time, some energy, some effort. And after that, you're gonna break through. You're gonna break through because your skill set's gonna improve. You're gonna improve as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, and you're gonna start to become the person that's necessary to actually become successful and become a winner. And then you're gonna have something called informed optimism, and that's when you break through. And you're gonna go through this cycle over and over and over again. At every rank, at every stage in your business, you're gonna go through this. Now, right away, looking at that curve, that emotional cycle of change, you'll know exactly where you are. And when you know where you are, one, you'll know exactly what's coming next and how to behave and what to do. The second thing is you're gonna be able to teach your team when they get discouraged and when they're going through challenges in their business and their journey. You'll be able to show them, hey, have you ever seen the emotional cycle of change? Well, look, based on this, where do you think you are in this cycle? And they'll tell you, they know exactly where they are. And when you know this, suddenly the unknown becomes known. And now you're able to build your business with more knowledge going forward. All in all, those are the 4 primary pillars of how I went from $0 to $48,000 a month in my network marketing business. I made a decision to not look anywhere else. I made a decision that this was gonna be the path I was gonna take, and I'm gonna become a winner. The wonderful part about network marketing is, whether you're a beginner, whether you're a seasoned business owner, you've been doing this for a while, whether you've seen success happen around you, whether you're in the right company, the right place or not, just know that success is possible. The beautiful part about this model, this business, is that it's already proven. It is a concept that is proven, that has already had thousands and thousands of winners come out of it. If you can copy what they do and not reinvent the wheel, stick to the process and commit to becoming the best person that you can become, you will inevitably, 1, become a better leader, 2, become a better trainer and a teacher, and 3, attract the right people to work with. Because if you're skilled, if you're committed, if you're the best version, you will find and attract other people who are like that. Thank you for watching this video. Subscribe if you found value in this content. I would love for you to send it to your team. It's complete value, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.